Lesson 6.
Niña.
Okay, so our new word for this lesson is niña, and it's spelled just the same as niño, except the last letter of the word is different. Antonio, why don't you tell us about how the last letter of the word can tell you what gender a word is?
Generally, in Spanish, when a noun ends with the letter A, it's usually a feminine noun. As opposed to when a noun ends in the letter O, generally, that noun is going to be a masculine noun.
So the word niño ends with the letter O, and since the last letter is O, that would suggest to us that it's most likely masculine. And with the word niña, since it's a noun and the last letter is an A, that would suggest to us that it's most likely feminine.
That's correct. Now, that's generally speaking, but there are going to be nouns that also end in different vowels like E, I, or U. Over time, you will learn whether they're going to be masculine or feminine nouns. But in a let me repeat, just in the general sense, when a noun ends in the letter A, it's usually a feminine noun, and when the noun ends in the letter O, it's usually a masculine noun.
Okay, and in the case of niño and niña, it's really two versions of the same word. Niño and niña are the same. It's just that niño is the masculine version of the word and niña is the feminine version of the word. But not every word in Spanish is going to have a masculine counterpart and then a feminine counterpart. Some words will just be masculine and that's it, with no feminine counterpart. But niño and niña are sort of like the masculine and feminine counterpart to one another. And we'll see a few other words like that. Now, Antonio, this discussion of gender is important, especially when you're thinking about the article that you can use with a certain noun, right?
Niña is a feminine noun. So the article that goes in front of niña has to be a feminine article. In the previous lesson, we learned that la is the feminine form of the article the. And
since the word niña is a feminine noun, if you wanted to put the word the in front of it, you would have to put la, the feminine form of the. In other words, you could not use el. You could not say el niña, because el is the masculine form of the, and niña is a feminine noun. So in that case, those two genders would not match. So you have to have the article and the noun with the same gender. Okay, with that in mind, let's take a look at the exercises that we have here in Lesson 6. In number 1, we have the word niña by itself with no article. So number 1, we'll just say girl. In number 2, we have the word niña, but with the feminine definite article la. La means the, so number 2 will say the girl. In number 3, we have the word niño by itself, so number 3 will simply say boy. And in number 4, we have the word niño again, but this time it's being introduced by the definite article el. Since niño is masculine, the article that goes with it has to be masculine too. So number 4 will say the boy.